MCs, everyone. Hello, good morning. It's so great to be here today. Nhớ rằng sân gió đó này cho lên cho tụi nó. Cú lúc bé hoa mai và thì chị cú tự cú cho recently cú cho coi yo tí so cú lúc sing ya va de Gonzalez na. But happy Hmong American Day to all of you. Happy Asian American, Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander Month as well. And I'm just so proud to co-host this Hmong American Day event with Trustee Yang. And actually at this moment, I would like to ask Councilmember Rick Jennings to come up here with me. Because while I am co-hosting this Hmong American Day with Trustee Yang and our Planning Commission, Coach, I call him Coach because if you don't know and if you've never seen a NFL Super Bowl ring, make sure you go up to him as well. He used to play for the Raiders, for all those Raiders fans out there. Coach Jennings sits right on my side. He represents District 7. I'm going to have him say a few words before he leaves, but I like him to stand up here while I speak as well because we both represent the city of Sacramento, and I know we're in Elk Grove's turf right now. Again, I want to thank Trustee Yang and our tireless planning committee for putting on this event. As you know, events like this doesn't happen overnight. It takes people power. It takes so many volunteers. This is a non-paid volunteer run event. And so we had 50 volunteers this morning that came super early to help set up. And so I really want to center them. I'm going to ask the planning committee in a little bit to come up so you can recognize who they are. I also want to take this moment to thank Assemblymember Nguyen for passing a historical resolution at the state for recognizing Hmong American Day. And then for the first time ever, Sacramento County also passed a resolution at the county level. Also want to acknowledge a few electeds in this space. Mayor Bobby Singh Allen, who's here with us today. Superintendent Hoffman, who's here as well. You just heard from CSD Director Angela Spees. City Council Rod Brewer is in the house as well. General Vang Pao's son, Jining Va, is here. And also Pao Yang from the Fresno Center is here as well. For me in particular, you know, Hmong American Day, its history and its significance is incredibly important. As many of you know, May 14th, even though today's the 17th, but we're celebrating all week long, marks the day of the fall of Longching, a U.S. air base in Laos during the Secret War. The Hmong community is not just a Hmong story, but it's an experience that so many of our communities can relate to. Stories of displacement, war, trauma, but also stories of resilience and joy. And our people, the Hmong people, sacrifice so much for freedom and democracy. And I know that I would not be here today without my ancestors, without my elders, without our veterans, and especially those that fought alongside General Vang Pao, and especially the Special Guerrilla Unit, our veterans. Talk on a show, all of our veterans talk on a show so we can recognize you. A round of applause. And I know Trustee Yang has a special presentation for them too, but thank you so much for your sacrifice. You know, in 1 and 2 generation, Hmong refugees and their children are now teachers, entrepreneurs, doctors, lawyers, successful business, artists, and even Olympians, and so much more. And while we use today to celebrate progress, it's also a time to reflect on the work that we still have ahead. As a Hmong daughter, I am forever grateful to our veterans and our elders, our ancestors who paved the way for us, who made sacrifices so that I could be here today, so that all the little Mais and all the little Thus could be here in America. And I also feel a deep sense of gratitude and responsibility to continue fighting for this community. I also just want to share, over the past few weeks, several months, our country, our community has been under attack by this presidency. From deportations of our uncles, siblings, and families. I know the Fresno Center, HIP, so many organizations, Haifu has been holding Know Your Rights workshop, to cutting health cares of our seniors. And as we take this moment to celebrate Hmong Mika Nong, Hmong American Day, I also want to take this moment as Itun Tai Hmong to let you all know that for me, to be Hmong Mika, to be Hmong American, is also to continue fighting for justice and equity. As HIP and many young organizers have said, when you think about immigration, that is a Hmong issue. When you think about our healthcare, that is a Hmong issue. You think about affordable housing, that is a Hmong issue. A right to public education and healthcare, that is a Hmong issue. Our trans right, our LGBT community, that is a Hmong issue, and so much more. And I just want to say that our struggles are so connected, and we won't stop fighting until we have justice and equity for every single person, not just our Hmong community, but those that are currently oppressed. And it's so important that as we reflect about Hmong American Day, that we continue to stand with those that continue to be oppressed, and we got to build a future rooted in justice, healing, and belonging. Hmong history is American history, and American history is Hmong history. At this moment, I want to, because Trustee Yang is going to acknowledge the sponsor, but I also want to ask the planning committee members. I know they're running around like crazy right now, and if my team can text them, but I want to acknowledge several community planning organizations that was critical in helping to plan this event. Sacramento State Project Hmong, I don't know if you're here today, but if you are, please come up. Lao Family Community Development as well. Hmong Youth and Parents United, Sacramento Hmong New Year, Shiny, our community volunteers, Full Circle Project, and Hmong Nurses Association. And are they coming up? And if not, we can recognize them later. Okay, I think they're running around like crazy, so we'll make sure to acknowledge them. And as I have Coach Jennings up here, I also want to take this moment and talk. SGU veteran is he here? Mayor Kevin McCarty could not be here today, but he has a proclamation for our SGU veterans, and we have one in particular that we wanted to present. So I'm going to give this to Councilmember Jennings to say a few words.
What an honor it is to be here today, and we want to honor this day, but we also want to take the time to honor a true leader in the Hmong community and in the Sacramento community, Councilmember Vang. Come on. You heard it in her voice, the passion that she has, the direction that she's given. She's just doing an incredible job, and I just want to honor her. And I want to make sure that this is a day not only for us today, but for all those who came before us. So just a moment of silence for all those who came before us, who paved the way for us to be here today. Just a quick moment of silence. And with that being said, we got to always remember that teaching our history to our kids so that they can continue the traditions that we have here today. Today is the 50th anniversary. We want to see our kids honor the 100th anniversary just like we see the honoring of the 50th. So thank all of you for being out here today. Let's make sure we pass this on to our kids.
For the mayor's.
Right here.
David from the mayor's. Oh yeah, the mayor's. Oh, why don't you get in it too, David, from the mayor's office? Okay, happy Hmong American Day. Happy Hmong Mika Nuna. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Woman Mai Vang.